welcome everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a team from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Georgia's offense will take the field first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city.
There he goes. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And the Dogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. It's a seam wide open. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Runs through a tackle. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill. Great runner, and guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
No bones about it on that third down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns, and it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles, going to get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UNLV's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for a crease to the left. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds a man in the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive moments.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Williams. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Off the play fake on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown Bulldogs.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Out of the chute, quick toss to play. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the bat. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got a little space. Got enough for the first. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Quick completion on the out. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Makes the catch. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Dogs will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Fires and picked off. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. 1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. Running to the left. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Rebels in the hurry up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Reads it, fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Let's talk for just a minute here about UNLV. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. Three-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough on-ball.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. The corners are walked up tight. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morris. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Rebels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give on the option. Touchdown, UNLV. Great job by the back on the option. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
On the move from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option. Quarterback, he was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Dances away to buy time. On the move, he fires. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers in green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hands it off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. He now has 61 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. Quarterback adapting. Look out, he's got room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Complete to the left. They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Owens. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Dead center perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands.
He's got it on the outside.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Off play action on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
That's caught. It's Dalton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking down the middle. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
And the Rebels will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Slips through the line. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have...
And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. Touchdown, Rebels. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
The QB was trying to throw it to his running back behind the line of scrimmage. He never saw the defender. That was as easy a pick six as that guy is ever going to score.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Connection to the right. Finds some room. The tag. Touchdown, Georgia. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Power football with the run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. First First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Been sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the Bulldog mentality. To front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Punts it out of the air. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Back swinging with the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Turning it on. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. Going to the running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. They go to the wide receiver screen. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Man, let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. Found a seam. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Dogs want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rides the back and leaves it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Hit as he throws. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something.
There he goes. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the...
He'll take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the pass. Right on the money. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Point points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. They go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The running back has it. Powers through the defender. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his 2nd sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody
breaks into the open. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back. And the line's paved some holes. And he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark. And when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Dogs! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Hey, this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on.
He's got it! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film.
Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They're going to ride this running back, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
He's got his man across the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for it all. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense